Alright, y'all, it's day one. Launching the record label is October 1st. And what we got is a clarinet sitting next to some chicken strips. And, at home. We got two hard drives here. This is the record label, people. These two hard drives, this is the label. A lot of music on them. Some headphones, some little cheapos. I'm not saying they sound cheap, I'm just saying they're pretty expensive. I mean, hopefully that company give me an endorsement one day. We got a leather bag given to me by a very businessman named Clarence. Shout out to Mr. Miller. It's day one of lunch on the label, y'all. We're at Jazz Because. Let me show you where you're at. You're at Jazz Because. Anyway. About to get started. How long has that been so far? Let's see. Minute and 30. I'll give you 2 minutes every day. 2-minute work. Alright. So we're here in the studio. Set my hard drive down. These hard drives, they don't move, see? But they move in the day. And we're here. This is going to be the station. I left everything in place. Coming in here. You are at Jazz Because. I'm going to tell you the name of the label on this video. It will be the first announcement, so those that know will only know from either knowing me or seeing this video. We're cutting the power on, y'all. That's the power button that launched the record label. Record label launch happens when you start to cut stuff on, not when you talk about it, but when you activate. That's the power button there. Power button here. Cranking up the record label, y'all. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, but I might give you I'll give you 7 minutes. How about that every day? Everybody want me to get on camera and stuff. I know that's what you want. Sorry it's so shaky, y'all, but it's me doing the camera right now. There we go. So you kind of see me through the thing. What up, y'all? My folder. Funk Night in Dallas. That's not the name of the. This is a folder I use for different. Oh, this is that record I did. That's what it's supposed to be for the record and the live show. All right, we're getting there, y'all. Plugging stuff up, and we're going for it. All right, let's see here. What we got next? So, a little bit of what we're working with is we got a drum pad that we don't use, that we haven't used. We got some troubleshooting to do here. We got to check some power cords. And everybody wants to hear some music, you see. 5:51, November 1st. The label is launched. Now, I would get on camera, but I need to pick my hair out a little bit. You know how people get. You ain't comb your hair. Start tripping with you. You come here, baby. You come. You know what I'm talking about? See, oh, my hair look funny. It was good. I'm all natural like Dr. King. So I'm gonna see how much of this I can set up for you to see. Oh, look at that. Look at the angle of that. That's all right overview. Get you can see more when I do that, huh? Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so now I can free my hands up a little bit. We are launching the record label, y'all. The record label is going to be called. You want to write it down? Go write it down. Here's the name of the label, y'all. Nightmare Records. That name was chosen by my homeboy Ty Hutnell. He's from Sigleville, but he's in Arizona right now. And Ty, you win. The Nightmare, I'm going to tell you the story behind it, y'all, is a dedication to a couple of things and a couple of people. One is my homegirl, Nayrock, who's the first person to call me the Mayor. She made up the name. Jason's name in the band is the Mayor. We had different names in the band. So she calls me the Mayor. Now, when I told Claude Johnson, who was a piano player, who was a mentor of mine, great jazz musician, saxophonist, baritone saxophonist, piano player, and just a great thinker, you know. Well, Claude says, man, you're not the mayor. You're not the mayor of South Dallas. He said, you the Nightmare. He was joking with me. And we laughed. So when I got around my friends again, they said, we got the mayor. And I said, no, I'm the Nightmare. So it's kind of like a play on the code name itself. So that's what got me to be in the mayor. That's what considering the new label to be called Nightmare Records. We do have the .com secure. Nightmare Records. Got to write it down for the first time. Nightmare Records. Records. See? Make sure we can spell. And that's records with an S.com. We haven't built a website, but I'm going to spend some time getting the branding right, and we're going to go for it. Nightmare Records has been launched. We're going to get it all Regal Beagle, and it's going to be on. So we're going to do a lot of re-releases, remastering, reissues of albums on one label. I think that's going to be a part of what we do. We got some new artists that we're working with. You can't hear any of that music because the speaker's not on. But we got some new artists that I'm not going to announce yet. Some really wonderful artists. And we're going to get into different aspects of media as well. So I'm not going to give it all away in this first video, but we are launching right now. 17-day countdown. November 17th. We will be launching the music and the logos, the branding, everything. November 17th, we'll tell you who the artists are. We'll show you who they are. We'll have everybody locked into place. It's going to be a lot of work. So I'm going to get started. I'll let you hang out, watch me for the first couple of minutes here, then I'll save some, space on my phone so I can dump that down and then come back tomorrow. My phone is really not that fancy. So here we go. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody that's helping me begin this journey to start this label. Everybody that's reached out to me. Shout out to everybody that wants to reach out but not really sure what I'm talking about or what we're doing. Shout out to everybody that contacted me that is waiting on me to contact you back. I will be contacting you. We're going to make it happen. Nightmare Records. Let's go. I have a list of stuff that I'm supposed to be doing here today. And a lot of it doesn't pertain to the launching of the label. A lot of it is stuff that I need to move to the side for a minute. Alright, so November 17th is a Sunday. That's when I intend for it to launch online. We may or may not do a launch party, depending on what the football schedule. If we're keeping it real, depending on what the football schedule is. So if it's a football game that night, we may do a get together, and it's not gonna be listening party or nothing like that. But a couple of days later, we do plan on doing something live, and that live deal is gonna be a show that will have a great band playing, and it's not to do any of the music off the label, but it's really to create, some verses and flows and hooks over a live band in a live situation and record that, and that be a future project, kind of commemorating the feeling of launching the label, and doing some stuff live that allows people to hear where we want to go with this music, more than anything. So that's on the list. I'll give you more information about that soon as I get my recording and stuff together. Let's see here. Supposed to be putting the shelf together tonight. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I might work on this track. Third Friday. I think that's already good to go. I think we're gonna cancel out this part. Just some notes. See. One thing with Nightmare, which got interesting, is the idea of an actual knight, like a knight in armor, and then the idea of a horse being a mare. So I'm kind of thinking we're gonna play with that as far as the look of the logo. It's maybe a knight and a horse, all right, or a knight on a horse, and then maybe a circular kind of deal, look like a baseball pennant, where we'll have the word nightmare, like NIGHT. Kind of going around it, nightmare, and then the word records at the bottom. And so the picture of the horse and the knight in the middle, Nightmare Records up top, Nightmare up top, MAYOR, Mare, and then had the word records at the bottom, or the records going down the sideways. Either way we're going to go. I saw a couple of logos that look really cool. So we're going to play around with a couple of different designs so you can kind of see the first little sketch here. See? That's the first little doodle of that. We're not going to pay too much attention to that now. What we want to do is we want to pull up some old music and check it out. I'm going to plug these drives up. I'm going to stop it here, and we'll come back.